Hello everyone. I welcome all class 11 students in this session. In this session, I am going to discuss phylum Chordata. In this, they have a special characteristics of the nerve cord and the spinal cord. All of them possess a notochord which persists as such in some, or it is replaced by the vertebral column in some organisms. The animals or the chordates have a dorsal tubular nerve cord, that is a spinal cord, in the mid dorsal plane, which is situated just above the notochord. All animals possess paired pharyngeal gill slits in the embryonic stage, which may be functional throughout the life, or in some organism it is replaced by the lungs also. A post-anal tail is also present in all animals, either in the embryonic stage or adults too. Cephalization is more pronounced. Brain and sense organs are well developed. A true coelom develops from mesoderm. Paired lateral appendages are present in the form of limbs, fins, or flippers. If we see the classification of phylum Chordata, they are divided into three subphyla: Cephalochordata, Urochordata, and Vertebrata. Cephalochordata and Urochordata, they are also known as protochordates or acraniata. Vertebrata are also known as craniata. Further, vertebrata is divided into two superclasses: Agnatha and Gnathostomata. Agnatha further divided into two classes: Ostracodermi, they all are extinct animals, and Cyclostomata. Further, Gnathostomata are divided into Placodermi, all extinct animals, Chondriocytes, Osteocytes, Amphibia, Reptilia, aves, and mammalia. Now let us discuss Cephalochordata. These are small fish-like marine animals. The body is laterally compressed, elongated, and pointed at both the ends. Pharynx is greatly enlarged and is provided with numerous gill slits. Pharynx is surrounded by a large chamber called atrium, which opens to the outside by an aperture called atriopore. Anus is posterior. Notochord extends from the anterior end to the posterior end, and it persists throughout the life. No paired fins, but median fins are present. There is no definite brain, but there is dorsal tubular nerve cord. Nephridia as the excretory organs. Segmentation and coelom are well developed. Post-anal tail is present. Example, Amphioxus. Next subphylum is Urochordata. These animals are exclusively marine. Some animals are sedentary, they cannot move from one place to another. But larvae of these animals are free swimming. Notochord is confined only to the tail region in the larval stage. It is absent in the adults. Body is covered by a tunic of cellulose-like material. Hence, these animals are also known as tunicates. Nerve cord is tubular and dorsal in the larval stage, but is greatly reduced in the adult stage. Pharynx is enlarged with many gill slits. Larvae, they undergo retrogressive metamorphosis. Examples are Herdmania, Salpa, Dolinum. Next subphylum is the Vertebrata. Notochord is present in the embryonic stage, which is replaced by the vertebral column in adults. Brain is well developed in vertebrates and it is protected in the cranium box. Hence, these animals are known as craniata. They have a closed circulatory system with a ventral heart of 2, 3 or 4 chambered and hemoglobin in the red blood corpuscles. Erythrocytes are present. They have kidney for excretion and osmoregulation. They have well-developed nervous system and endocrine system for control and coordination of the body functions. Paired lateral appendages are present in the form of limbs, fins or flippers. Post-anal tail is mostly present in the adults. The subphylum is divided into 2 subclasses, that is Agnatha and Gnathostomata. The Gnatha superclass animals are jawless vertebrates, that means jaws are absent. Paired lateral appendages are also absent, and they are divided into one class, that is Cyclostomata. Cyclo means circular, stoma means opening or mouth. These animals have a circular suctorial mouth without jaws. They are ectoparasites on some fishes. They have elongated bilaterally symmetrical body, and the body is devoid of scales and paired fins. Pharynx, they bears 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits for respiration. Cranium and vertebral column are cartilaginous. Circulation is of closed vertebrate type. These animals are marine, but they migrate to fresh water for spawning. After spawning, they die within a few years. The Ammocyte larva metamorphose into adults and return to the sea. Examples are Petromyzin, that is lamprey, Myxine, that is hagfish. The superclass Gnathostomata, these animals have jaws, Paired lateral appendages are also present, and they are divided into chondriocytes, osteocytes, these two class. Chondriocytes are the cartilaginous fishes. The endoskeleton of this fish is made up of cartilage. Fins also have cartilage rays, hence they are also known as cartilaginous fishes. Body is streamlined, has both paired and unpaired fins. Skin is tough and has placoid scales. Caudal fin is heterocircle. Pelvic fins in males are provided with clasper. 5 to 7 pairs of gills are present for respiration. Mouth is ventral. Teeth are modified placoid scales and are backwardly directed. Jaws are powerful and animals are predaceous. Air bladder is absent. Heart is two-chambered with one auricle and one ventricle. Some possess electric organs, for example, torpedo, and some have a poison sting called trigon fish. These animals are cold-blooded, that is poikilothermal. Animals are unisexual, fertilization is internal, and many are viviparous also. Examples of chondriocytes or cartilaginous fishes are scoliodon, dogfish, pristis, sawfish, trigon, stingray, torpedo, electric ray fish, etc. Next group is the osteocytes or the bony fish that we are going to discuss in the next session. So thank you for this session.